Hi there, my name is Alain Starke. I'm a recommender system researcher from Wageningen University in the Netherlands. And together with Min Ali, a CUI researcher, we would like to talk about how we can unify recommender systems and conversational user interfaces. So on the one hand, with regard to more the CUI community, conversations can be regarded as a means to an end. So we explore together with a user interface or technology a shared goal using this conversation. On the other hand, when we think about recommender systems, they are the end result of personalization efforts. So specifically in this interface, the system uses my user history, such as that I watched a true crime TV show, to recommend me more true crime TV shows, assuming that I liked what I saw. And if you unify this into a single field, then you arrive at the field of conversational recommender systems. So this is a relatively new field, and you can see an example over here. So here the user is asking for some music to listen to, and the conversational recommender system not only facilitates the conversation, but it also presents a song based on the user history of that user. And when we think of these different research fields, then on the one hand, we have CUI, where we examine different aspects of a conversation. For example, the flow or how it can be repaired. On the other hand, we have Rexis, where we aim to optimize the end result so that we can make sure that whatever we recommend to a user actually is liked by that user. And if we merge that into one, then there comes an interesting field, but there are still a lot of opportunities that are left unexplored. I would like to highlight a few of those. So two examples of the two research fields. On the one hand, CUI research, when they evaluate their methods, they mostly look into how the conversational flow is going, how the agent is perceived. So let's say for a recommender system researcher, these would be more the peripheral aspects. On the other hand, a recommender system researcher just looks at the presented items and whether they fit the user. For a CUI researcher, this might not be relevant. They would like to know more about how the conversation is going. And a recommender system researcher would even separate the offline evaluation, in which predictive modeling is done with regard to the algorithmic accuracy, from the online evaluation, in which a user actually engages with a recommender system. On the other hand, CUI researchers are much stronger when it comes to developing an identity for a user interface. There's very little research in Rexis regarding agency. Algorithms and interfaces are not thought of having a mind on their own. Well, maybe there are a few engineers that do think so, but that's beyond the point. The use of the word I is perhaps a bit present in conversational recommender systems, but it's not really a thing in recommender system research in general. Human likeness is not really something that has been examined, and that's like an avenue for research that can be explored. So to round up this provocation paper, there's a lot that we can learn from one another. So Rexis researchers should consider more diverse contexts to evaluate their work in, and they should optimize the conversational means. CUI researchers, on the other hand, so I'm talking to you, they can consider whether mediocre conversational design can be forgiven if the end result is good. So you should examine the impact of personalized content on the overall evaluation of the user. And in doing so, you should definitely not forget to apply CUI principles in conversational recommender research. That's all from me. I hope you will read the paper, and thank you for listening to me.